Good evening, family and friends. I want to talk to you tonight to share with you. I just love this telecast, and then I'm just doing this for the remembrance that you remember me as time go by. And there's something that you can look at as time passes, that you can look back and say, hey, that's my boy. Hey, that's Chris. Hey, he's on the internet. He's on the YouTube, and he's on Facebook. And let us look back at how he has matured and how he has come along. And we just so proud to know that he did, and we went around him and we haven't heard from him and we hadn't seen him the years that he had left. But now thank God that now you can look back and you can just hit a button, and then here I am, right in your midst. Yes, right in your midst. I love you. I just love you, and I wish I was at home to fellowship with you in those great churches I used to go to, all of them in Jackson County and Panhandle area, even in Bluntstown, Florida, and Elbro, Florida, I believe. Yes, I've been in a lot of churches when I was coming up as a young boy, a young teenager, and had a car, going to school, going to work, and I would disappear in the church of somebody's church. And I used to love doing devotion, singing, praying, speaking the word of God, and making folk laugh, and they making me laugh, and preachers was encouraging me, and that was just a part of the gospel. And I'm just so glad to be a part of that great spirit. Tonight I want to tell you that I have this great love for you, and I want you to love someone else just like Christ loved the church. See, once you got that peace and understanding in your heart, and you don't let nothing you don't worry about nothing, you don't let nothing worry you, because you got that understanding and quite peace within you. And that love, and you got the love of Jesus, it just overwhelms your heart so much you just want to give. You just want to do something special. You want to lay hands on folks and prophesy. You want to do something more beyond the measure of among yourselves that you have never done before, because you almost like Christ light. You want to go out the way. When you got Christ and that love in your heart and that strong love. Now, I've been in Atlanta, Georgia, and I've had some people, great people that had gave me things, and God had introduced me to some great Christians. I believe they were Christians, and they have really went out the way for me. They had paid my bills, they had made my car note, they had bought 2 or 3 groceries for me when I was unexpected. Now I'm talking about when God comes in and does something you're not aware of it, and it just come out of the ordinary. Have you ever experienced that? Somebody doing something and they know you are hurting, but you haven't told them, and they just took the opportunity to want to do something for you. I'd had where they gave me suits. I'd had where they paid my bill. I had bought me groceries, and when I wasn't even hurting, I had even paid for my gas 3 or 4 times. And one time, I was in the grocery store one time when I had bought another Cadillac, and I had bought another Cadillac going to test driving, and I pulled into the gas station. I hadn't even purchased the car. We were just test driving the car. And I pulled in the gas station looking at it, man, that looked like a nice car. That looked like that's what I'm going to get. And I went in and bought a soda and tater chips, and this white lady stood behind me. And she said the Lord told her to pay for your gas, and I'm going to give you some money. And I told the lady that I don't want the money because I got money and I'm not hurting. And she said, no, that ain't what I'm asking you. That ain't what I'm telling you. What you got and what you have. I'm telling